give a fantastic applause for our first speaker tonight, José Duarte.
How's everyone doing tonight? Well, it's only the beginning, guys. It's going to be a few days of intense fun, a lot of networking, and a lot of preparation for next year. So I hope next year there's going to be many more of us in this kind of setting, somewhere in a beautiful place around the world. So I wanted to take this opportunity to really thank each and every one of you for what you've done throughout 2013. I've gone around during the trip, this short trip on the boat today, and I've asked a few of you, how long have you been with Unit 4? How many times have you been here? And it's like a lot of you have been here quite a number of times. So for those of you that are repetitive winners, a very special thank you, a very special warm word of welcome. And for those of you that are here for the first time, make sure that you do it again. Guys, at the end of the day, it's all about winning. This is the life we chose. This is why you guys are in sales. Sales is all about winning. Sales is all about getting the next success across the line. And at the end of the day, it's the journey, it's the celebration that comes with it. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. And I would like to give you a warm welcome and an applause for the performance of last year. Well done. Now, as you all know, you've been in Amsterdam a couple of months ago, and we've had the kickoff. We've launched our strategy for the future. Well, I'm glad to share with you that things are moving in the right direction. We're preparing ourselves for the next years to come, but the future is here today. So we got to make sure that we take the right steps in embracing the strategy and moving the company forward. And you know, at the end of the day, change is all about leadership. And if there's one thing in common about leaders, is that leaders have followers. Everyone follows a leader. And typically in sales, leaders are the guys that make it to the top performer event. So ladies and gentlemen, I think it's the bare minimum that I have to tell and acknowledge is your leadership skills, and ask you to be the leaders that will help us out at the board, at the executive committee, at the top of the company, bring this company forward, because your role is much more than just selling the next deal. Your role is to help this company become the best enterprise software company, the best people-centric enterprise software company in the services industries. Let's make sure we make it. You are the leaders. You are the guys that are making it happening every day. So I count on you. That's a very, very well-felt, heartfelt statement that I'm making in here. I really count on seeing you guys making this next step and helping us out in crossing the line. Now, as we are on this journey, there are very special moments that we would like to share with very special people like you. So on the one side, there is people joining, but at the same time, there is people making their next steps in their careers. So I'm fortunate enough that approximately 1 year ago, I had the fortunate chance of meeting an extraordinary guy, Chris. Chris is with us in here today, and we've entertained a few conversations. The few conversations became more and more interesting, and Chris was generous enough to invite me to join the company and take a successful story and bring it on the next chapter of success. So guys, I think I would be absolutely amiss if I wouldn't ask you all to give a very warm welcome and a very warm applause to our founder and historical CEO, Chris Oinga. Chris, thank you so much. At the same time, well, it was announced already, but I will come back to the topic. There is a very special colleague of ours that was at the executive board for many, many years. He was planned to, on his own choice, to leave the business. He decided to step down and enjoy the next years of his life doing something else, but he was a faithful servant of this business for 29 years. So Jos Andeweg decided to retire. Unfortunately, health paid him a trick. He had a health condition. He came back really, really strong. It was very good for us to see him back a few weeks ago, a couple of months ago, in full health, in full swing. So, guys, I know that Jos is not in here with us today, but I'm sure he would appreciate if we would recognize his leadership in our business for so many and so good years, for such extraordinary results that he and his team have delivered. So, Jos, I know you're not here with us today, but thank you so much for having made all of that happen. Guys, a word for Jos. Now, as people steps out, there is people that steps in. So we've undergone a very, very intense process to look for the successor of Jos. And those are very, very big shoes to fill. We've looked inside, we've looked outside, and we firmly believe that we find a successor that is up to the challenge. Up to the challenge of getting our biggest operation worldwide, the Benelux, the place where this wonderful company was created, and take it to the next level. So Bert van der Zwan, he has joined us. He is a guy with a remarkable track record of managing businesses. He's one of the guys that we actually have joining the company that has one of the broadest cloud experiences that I've seen in the market. So I would ask you to raise your glass to Bert and give him a warm welcome. He's not here today, but he will see the video, so we should celebrate his welcoming as well. So Bert, welcome to the business. Thanks for joining. Now I've also had the opportunity of sharing with you, when was it? I think it was last week, but I don't know because I've been traveling for a few days. Was it Monday or Tuesday? A mail went out with a few, messages around where the company is going to, what we're doing, what's the future. And along those lines, I've said we were going to make some steps to make also some adjustments in the organization. Make the organization fit for purpose. I think these were the words that I've used. So one of the functions that we've decided to create, because we are driving change, because we're driving strategic changes in the business, is a position to drive strategy and operations in the business. So I've looked around and I found actually a former colleague of mine, a gentleman that I've had the pleasure and honor to work with for a few years at SAP, so someone that knows really well our type of business. He was the former managing director of SAP in Switzerland. He was the former chief operating officer of SAP in the region DACH, Germany, Austria, and Switzerland. So a man that has a lot to give, and a man that has given a lot already to our type of business. So Stefan Zieber, if you could stand, I would like you to be known to all the people. Welcome, Stefan. Now, this is the most special moment of the night. After 13 years of service, and I should say service with a lot of glory, service by interacting with many, many of you, our senior executive and board colleague, Ab van Marion, has decided to step down from his role and has decided to take on his next step on his already very successful career with us. So Ab has been with us for many, many years. He's running what we should call the international business, so everything outside of the Benelux and France, plus the North American market. He has a curriculum that doesn't need any introduction or any explanations. He has driven the company through good and bad times. He has driven the sales operations through, a multitude of geographies in the world. Now, I suspect this is not going to be the last that we'll see of Ab in the new constellation of the business that we have. So stay tuned for some further and great news as Ab steps out and into new shoes of his career. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to extend a very warm thank you to Ab for being so strong, being so resolute in working with us. And I would like to have you all raising your glass and making a very, very special toast to this great executive that is not yet, but as of July 1st, stepping into a new role. Thank you so much, Ab. All the best. Thank you guys. Thank you for making it really special. Now, I guess you would like to go on and eat something. So I will be quiet now for the rest of the night. So I hope you enjoy. Guys, it's time to celebrate. It's time to enjoy the glories of the many, many battles that you fought throughout 2013. And I very, very much look forward to seeing you all and many more in a few months from now in a dream location of our choice. Thank you very much and enjoy the evening, enjoy the days. Thank you.